Hi, this is Nancy with Healing Gardens with your weekly angel tarot card reading for Monday, February 27th to Sunday, March 5th. So I have a bunch of decks here. I'm not sure which ones we're going to use. I'm just going to grab a couple. So my apologies for last week. I was under the weather, and quite honestly, I'm still under the weather, which is why I look like a hobo with no makeup on or anything like that. So my apologies. Hopefully next week will be a little bit better. So I am just thankful to be here. I actually did try to make a couple videos last week and just they didn't turn out great. I was not happy with them, so I was not going to share them if I didn't feel like they had the messages that you needed to hear. Okay, so I'm gonna do my best today. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. If so, well then I will. You will not know because it won't go through. All right. So let's start off the week with our Archangel Oracle cards. All right, so that would be there's a card on top, but I'm not going to take it, and I'm not going to look at it because I think it was from last week, and I think a lot of those cards ended up just for me. And we all need some time for self-care. Okay, so maybe this is my reminder, and I am compelled to share that with you. So if you are tired, if you are not feeling well, it's that time of year. Everybody I know is sick. Not everybody, but a lot of people I know are sick, and we all just seem to be passing it back and forth. We have these days that are like 60, and then the next day is 20, and it's just it's that time of year. That time of year. So make sure that you're getting enough fluids, make sure that you're taking care of yourself, that you're eating right, you're getting rest, doing all the things that you need to do to keep yourself healthy and strong. All right. So, or not. It's up to you. Your life, you do you. All right. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I am just to pass the messages that are given to me. All right. So, Monday, Tuesday, we have life review. All right. Oh, goodness. So, and I have bad headache. So, again, my apologies. It's just it's been a week and a half or maybe a little bit longer. But anyway, life review. Archangel Jeremiah. If I'm saying that wrong, my apologies. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Okay, so beautiful card. These are all beautiful cards. Part of why I like it so much. Look at the cover. Look at that. So pretty. So pretty. Life review. Life review is exactly what it sounds like. Okay, it is a call for you to basically look at your life and decide where you've been, where you're going, what's the next plan. It helps with goal setting. It helps you to understand where you are, where you're going. All right. And I know I'm repeating myself, but basically that's it. Okay. We go through life and we have many lessons that we learn on our path. Okay. You have two options. You could learn from them, or you could not learn from them and repeat them. It's up to you. Okay. Again, not here to tell you what to do. But if you don't learn from your life lessons, you will repeat them in different ways, typically, but maybe not. Maybe not. The universe has a way of knowing what you need to learn, and if you don't, they will just push until you get there. All right. It's kind of when you have a dream. All right. I've been dreaming a lot lately, if it's planets or what have you. Other people have told me they have too, so it's not just me. All right. But you have a dream and you kind of ignore it. It's like, oh, that was interesting. And then the next night you have a dream and you kind of ignore it. And you're like, huh, that was a little weirder, and then, come a week later, after you're ignoring all these things, you have a terrible nightmare, waking up, sweating, and carrying on and yelling. Actually, I woke up yelling to Grace. Grace, if you're here and listening, which I know you do sometimes, apparently I needed your saving in my last nightmare. So I thought that was very interesting. So if you have a message for me, feel free to reach out. Um, Also thinking about camping. So anyway, we were talking about you, so your ears are probably ringing. Anyway, so the point of that is that you will keep getting the message until you don't listen, or if you don't listen, it will come in a way that it cannot be ignored. All right. Gets to the point, like you said, like I said with the nightmare, it gets to a point where it's like, oh darn, I want to say damn. Oh, I said it anyway. Oh damn, I need to do something about this now. All right, because I need some sleep, I need some rest. All right. Um, so anyway, then you sit down, you think about it. All right, so life review. life review. It is time to sit down, okay, when it is quiet, all right? You deserve to have times of quiet. Yes, I know you're busy. I know you're busy because I'm busy. We're all busy. We all have families. We all have jobs. We all have, responsibilities. We all have so much to do. But here's the thing, okay? Like I said, if you don't learn your lesson, you are going to repeat it. So learn your lesson. It is the best thing you could do for you. All right. Um, so sitting down and reviewing your life and going through and saying, okay, well, I did this and this is what happened. And I did this and this is what happened, Um, look for patterns. If you find patterns that you do something and you end up going right back and doing it again, and then it happens again, that is a clear message saying, you need to make some changes. All right. And again, only if you want to. Only if you want to. If you don't, you do you. So, but it's you're being called to do that. So it points to me that someone here needs to hear that. I mean, we can all benefit from that, but there's someone possibly in particular who just feels like they're on the hamster wheel. Okay. You know what? You are. You are. And if you keep making the same choices and you keep doing the same thing and expecting different results, it's possible, but not likely. Not likely. All right. And, not trying to be a downer, but, you know, it's time to try something else. Time to try something else, a different approach. It doesn't have to be something, catastrophic. You don't have to quit your job or move or divorce or run away or, dye your hair pink. I don't know. Okay. Um, it just may be that you need to look at the situation and tweak it a bit so that it doesn't turn out the same way. Okay. Okay. So that is Monday, Tuesday. Put it back in the box. Monday, Tuesday, uh, life review, life review. I got another card here at the same time, so I feel like I need to share it. So we also got brilliant idea. So I'm thinking these two go together. Brilliant idea. All right, Archangel Uriel. Yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring your idea to fruition. That's great. That's great. Okay, that goes very well together. Very well together. Okay, so I'm going to use myself as an example just because I have it on the tip of my tongue because as soon as I saw that, I knew exactly what I was talking about. All right. Most of you know that I like to write. In fact, I love to write. In my perfect world, I would be writing and doing readings at home and doing healings and making videos and just doing my thing. All right. In my actual life, I get up early and I go to work every day and I struggle and do all the things that we're expected to do, we're supposed to do what we think we're supposed to do. And then, in our free time, we do those things that we want to do. All right. So, and that is a pattern that I do over and over again. I do over and over again. I'll get to a point where it's like, oh my God, this job is literally killing me. And when I say literally, I'm not trying to be over dramatic. It's just, you get to the point where you're so stressed that you're ill. I am not ill because I'm stressed right now. I'm ill because I'm actually ill. All right. So, because I just left a job, went to another job. And not to say that, and the last job was great. It was a great job. It just was not the best fit for me. Okay. So, this new job, is it a good fit for me? I don't know. I don't know. Is it great? We'll see. We'll see. It has the potential to be great, as so many things do. But in my perfect world, I would be writing. All right. And last weekend, I went shopping with my girls, and I'm like, oh, I haven't done reading like leisurely reading in a very, very long time. I know this is getting to be a long story, but I swear it's coming to an end. Um, so we're at um, I use book place and I found a book and I'm like, oh, that sounds interesting, and I'm reading it and I'm like, huh, and if you don't know, I've written several books. I've written several books and they are on Amazon, and I have sold all of three, I think. Four maybe, because one was to me. And I know that it's family and friends who bought them. So thank you for that. Thank you for that. So, and anyways, I'm reading this book and I'm like, wow, this really kind of follows like what I do. You know what I mean? When I write, I have a very specific voice, a very specific pattern, and it follows kind of like books that I like to read. And I'm like, wow, that's really really odd. And I'm like, so I looked at the publisher and I'm like, I've never heard of this publisher, and I looked it up, and they're open for submissions and they're open for all these things. And I've been writing for a long time, and then I do submissions, and of course they'd be like, no, no, thank you, doesn't fit, whatever, for whatever reason. And it could be just that I write a terrible query letter. I don't know. Could be. Whoever. Um, and then I go back in the pattern of doing the same thing over and over again. And then I come back to it's like, oh, I really want to do that. We start again. Okay. So this time I need to do something different. Okay. So I looked at the book and I saw a publisher and it's like, okay, well, maybe I'm going to go through that book and I'm going to make some edits and I'm going to change some things and I'm going to make it more timely and I'm going to make it more um, friendly to editors and what have you. So brilliant idea. Brilliant idea. Because it's like, and then the back of my mind is like, should I? And it's like, yeah, you should. So what is it that I know, got to be a long story, my apologies. What is it that you have been thinking of in the back of your mind? What pattern are you repeating? Okay, that you're getting the same results and you have come up with an idea, right? This could be that you already have an idea, which I'm pretty sure you already do, right? Um, or you could sit down and do your life review and the idea may come to you at that point, right? But they do go hand in hand, hand in hand. The brilliant idea will help you to break that cycle, right? So that you make better choices for yourself. Not that the choices you're making now are bad, but if it's repeating into patterns that make you unhappy, unhealthy, or cause you difficulty or stress, then maybe make some changes, okay? These are both for Monday, Tuesday. Monday, Tuesday. I know it's very long. I haven't done video in a while, so my apologies. This is probably going to run long. I'll try not to make it too bad. All right, Monday, Tuesday. All right, let us look at mermaids and dolphins for Wednesday, Thursday. All right, as we enter into March. February is finally going to be left in the dust, and we're going to bring into March. And March is, oh, I guess that's the one. March is one of those seasons, comes in like a lion, out like a lamb. Sometimes it comes in like a lion and turns into a lamb for a very short period of time and turns right back into a lion. Time will tell. Time will tell, and I'm not counting on a groundhog to tell. Okay, Wednesday, Thursday. Tranquility. Tranquility. Look at the mermaid in the bathtub. In the bathtub. If you remember Splash, that's what that reminds me of. Daryl Hannah, I think it was, in Splash. Is it Tom Hanks? I think it was Tom Hanks. I'm going to have to look that up. Make time to relax, be still, and enjoy your solitude, indulging in much needed self care. Self care, we just talked about that. We just talked about this self care. All right. This does not mean that you have to take a bath. All right. I find baths stressful. All right. I am at that time in my life where I am sweating just by sitting still. Okay. I do not need a hot bath to make me feel better. That will just make me more hot and grumpy. All right. People read in the tub. It's either too hot, and then if it's not too hot, it gets cold right away. What are you supposed to do? Keep adding water? Anyway, so what is it that you can indulge in that will make you feel more relaxed, more tranquil, all right, if you will, all right? Self-care. It is a time for self-care. It's okay. It's okay if you sit on the couch and watch TV. All right, binge watch a series. Okay, it's okay, especially on a Sunday if you don't work weekends. Sunday it feels like the day for that. Usually Saturday I will run around and clean all day, and then Sunday is my crash day. Um, for whatever reason, I did not do that yesterday, so today I need to clean today. It's okay. It's okay. Not a problem. Not a problem. I'm blessed and I'm able to do it. So anyway, Wednesday, Thursday, self-care. All right, Wednesday, Thursday. Mid towards the end of the week. All right, you may be feeling overstressed. You may be feeling overwhelmed. That's okay. That's okay. It's very natural. It's very normal. There's nothing wrong with you. It does not make you weak. It does not make you um, anything negative. All right. It is just a sign that you need to take care of yourself. And that's good. That's good. You may be saying, oh, well, I have kids, all right? Your kids need to see that self-care is important, right? So that they know that it's okay for them as well, all right? You do not need to be running all the time. I know our culture is based on how much can you get done, how much can you succeed, all right? And success is measured by, how clean is your house? What does it look like? What kind of car do you drive? How much money do you have? What is your job? What is your job title? You got to climb that ladder to get wherever the hell that ladder goes. Because I can tell you, I was much happier at the bottom of the ladder, right? And yeah, I know they say, oh, you're gonna look back and you're gonna miss this. What's that song? Is it Toby Keith or Trey Seconds? I don't know. It's one of those guys, one of those country guys. It's like you're gonna miss this. You're gonna miss this, and you're thinking, oh damn, I am not gonna miss this. I'm not gonna miss living in this, house that is falling apart and super super cheap, and it doesn't. And I have other people's used furniture and whatever. All right. Yeah, trust me, you are. You are, because there's going to come the time when you have the nice car and you have the nice house and you have all the things that you thought were going to make you happy. And guess what? That's not what's going to make you happy. All right. Experiences, love, connection, fulfillment. All right. Achieving some goal. Yeah, there are many other ways to find happiness that have nothing to do with what kind of car you drive, I can assure you. I love my car. I love my car. I worked hard to get to a point where I can buy this car. And every time I get into it, I do enjoy it. But I can tell you, I don't drive more often than I am driving. Okay, so that said, keep that in mind. All right, a really nice house is great, but not when you have to work 16 hours a day to afford it. Right? Just saying. Just saying. Again, you do you. I am not telling you what to do. I'm just saying what they are compelling me to share with you. All right. Take that however you want. And it's funny because I will talk to people after the readings and they will say, "Oh, that really resonated with me because of this, this, and this." And I'm in the back of my mind, it's like, "Huh, I never thought of it that way." So you are going to interpret this to fit your life. Okay. I'm just saying. All right. I'm interpreting it for a much different reason because of my own experience. All right. Um, all I know is I'm supposed to share the message, and you do with that as you will. All right. Um, hmm. Okay. So we have Monday, Tuesday, life review, brilliant idea. Wednesday, Thursday, tranquility. Okay. I'm going to do Friday and then I'm going to do separate ones for the weekend. Yes, I know it's long. You can take it. You can handle it. Okay. Friday, if you get nervous, focus on service. Oh, wow. A rhyming one. All right. This is actually one of the therapy cards. Therapy cards. Oh, no one wants therapy, but therapy is a beautiful thing and is very helpful. So, and I can't see, so my apologies. Okay. Put your entire intention on answering the question, how can I make the world a better place? And the law of attraction will automatically take care of your needs. Okay. Here's the card. Yes, I know we've all heard about the law of attraction and, you know, we've all watched The Secret. We all know how it works. And it all sounds very great. I have written articles about it. All right. If you haven't checked out my articles and my writing, check on Hub Pages for Nancy Snyder and Healing Gardens. So, my Healing Gardens is the name of our channel. Healing Gardens is the name of my business. And Healing Gardens is the name of the blog type articles that I write. I don't have an actual blog. I don't have like an everyday kind of thing, but I do have many articles written about different things. And I definitely wrote one on the law of attraction. And I don't want to go too far into that because I don't want to, you know, push anyone's buttons. All right. But focusing on service, focusing on service. So midweek, end of the week, we are looking at self-care. All right. Now we're turning the tables and we're thinking about others. We're thinking about others. Okay. When you can be of service to others, you're going to feel good. You're going to feel good. Right. I'm just saying. All right. Yes, you may be working hard. Yes, you know, you may not be making money from it, but there's other value that comes from being of service. Okay. Just knowing that you are helping someone else, just knowing that you are, sorry, very dry. Again, that time of year the heat's on. Just knowing that you are helping someone else on their journey is a beautiful, beautiful thing. A beautiful, beautiful thing. If you are nervous, focus on service. So, is your job, is your relationship, is some situation in your life just have you, you know, your anxiety up to 110? Okay. I know, because it happens to me all the time. All the time. And it doesn't matter whether I can do it or not. It's just in the back of your mind. You still have that little voice. And I guess it's the devil. The devil on one side, the angel on the other. I don't know which is which. All right. And the angel is saying, you got this. You can do this. And then the devil's like, no, no, you can't. You need to you need to get the hell out of here and go home and binge some Hulu and make yourself some popcorn. All right. Okay. You got this. You got this. If you are anxious, all right, switch your gears. Switch your gears. All right. I'm going to talk about myself again, so my apologies. My career is in human resources. Human resources hasn't been my whole life, but it's currently. And human resources can mean different things in different settings. Okay, I've met some human resource people that are just complete assholes. Yes, I said assholes. Okay, and they just don't have time for you. They don't care about you. They just want to do their thing. Right. Then you have other ones who are very employee centered, right? And that's where I tend to lean. Okay, if I did not have staff to take care of, I would not have a job. All right. Um, I am there to be of service, not only to the company, but to the employees that I represent. Okay. Um, and yes, I know there are unions to represent them, and there's all sorts of different options that represent them. But I am their voice with the company. Right. I am the one who makes sure that they get paid properly, that everything's taken care of. I'm the one that sadly will discipline people, so they're not taking advantage of you, and you're not doing all the work. Okay. If they're calling in all the time and you're getting up early and trudging through the snow and getting to work, and other people are taking off and they're still getting raises just like you, I need to be the one who takes care of those things. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of my job that is not pleasant. There's a lot of my job that is very pleasant. All right, so being of service. How can you be of service? And it doesn't just have to be at work. It could be at home. It could be out on the street. It could be, you could volunteer. You could maybe in your church. I don't know. I don't know. Spiritually, all right. How can you be of service? Okay. It could just be holding the door for someone else. It could be going to Dunkin' and paying for the people behind you. That doesn't really work very much anywhere, I'll be honest with you, because we all use our app. Because then you get bonus points and you get stuff for free. Because this has happened to me. It's actually really funny. Um, so anyway, but I can tell you that there are days when you're scraping together change so that you can buy that coffee and you pull up and somebody's already paid for it. That feels great. That feels great. There are times that it's my payday and I have a couple extra dollars and I'm like, you know what? I'll pay for the guy behind me. All right. Because I don't know what they're going through. All right. So many, many different ways you can be of service. All right. Just saying. Just saying. It will help. It will help. So this is Friday. This is Friday. Okay. And then we're going to have one for the weekend. None really stand out to me. Weekend. Yeah, not that one. Weekend. Weekend. Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel is God's right hand angel. Got your back. Got your back. She's got your back, I think I should say. Or they. We'll say they. We'll say they. I don't know if angels are, excuse me, gender specific, and it's a beautiful time that we start to recognize that, just because you were born with certain parts, it doesn't mean that we need to put you in a box and say, okay, well, you're male, you're female. You know what I mean? You know, be non-binary. Do not assume my gender. Okay. If I want to wear a suit to work, I can wear a suit to work. If I want to wear a dress to work, I can wear a dress to work. If you are categorized as male, you can totally do that too. You can do that too. It doesn't make a difference. I don't care. Do your work. I don't care otherwise. Okay. If you're going shopping, and you want to be, anyway, you can represent yourself any way you like. Any way you like. All right. That's on my soapbox for today. All right. The weekend. Archangel Gabriel, help us with the weekend. Thank you. Thank you. So, anywho. Okay. Share your art with the world. It's time to allow others to enjoy your creative work. Ah, that's a great picture. Okay, it's an artist and there's a waterfall behind. I don't know if she's painting a picture of that person, or if that person's helping or watching or just, keeping them company. Okay, art is very expressive. I know that sounds very redundant, but yes, you can express yourself in ways, in craftful ways, that you can't, through speech, through just interactions and stuff. Okay, art is very, very therapeutic. And also very challenging, and it could drive you crazy. I started my career right out of school, going to art school, thinking that I am really good at this. I got there, and guess what? I was not. And just knowing that, it made me no longer happy. So I stopped doing it, which is very sad. But I love to do crafts. I love to do projects and stuff like that. And I don't do it so that people are like, oh, that's really pretty. I do it because it is an expression of my own whatever, right? It's my expression out into the world, okay? So it is time for you to be creative and put that expression out into the world, okay? You could do that many different ways. That does not mean art like drawing or painting, although it could. It could be building something, it could be cooking something, it could be gardening, it could be through exercise, whatever, okay, whatever you need to do. Express yourself through an artistic, creative outlet so that you can share that with the world because you have specific gifts that you came into this world with and grew and expanded as you're through this lifetime, and you have those gifts. Oh, the dog just jumped on the chair that has this thing. So if you're bouncing up and down, my apologies. That's my puppy, right? Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl? Yep. She's like, nope, tired. Gonna sit here. She is looking at me, but she's like, I don't want any part of this. So anyway, so art. All right, art and expression. Be creative. Show your creativity to others because that will inspire them. All right, that will inspire them in ways that you can't possibly imagine. All right, so don't assume that it is a waste of time. All right. Again, we're talking about having a productive life, and then we worry about not being productive and not attaining those goals. Okay. Have creative outlet as a part of your goals. Okay. Put that out there so that you can share your creativity with the world. Okay. So Monday, Tuesday, we have life review and brilliant idea. Wednesday, Thursday, we have tranquility, get some self care, take some time. Friday, we have if you're nervous, be of service. Usually see rhyming ones, but there you have it. And then on the weekends, share your art with the world. Okay, so it looks like a very full week once again. I apologize because this is very long, very long and longer than typical. But again, I haven't been here in a while. I tried putting just some cards on Facebook, so if ever I'm not here, um, it's often because I am going through something and I want to be of best service to you because this is for you, not for me. I can read for myself any darn time. Um, and sometimes it's just good to have someone who is sharing this message. And part of me likes thinking that someday after I'm gone, that these will live on, and my girls can be watching this and be like, "Hey, mom, look, it's mom." So hey, girls, if you're ever watching this, love you. Okay, or my honey. Hey, Sean, love you. All right, and my friends and family, I love you all. All right, so that was rambling, wasn't it? That was rambling. So anyway, I hope you have an amazing, blessed week, and I will, God willing, see you next week. Blessings.